Hey everybody, this is Donna Bancroft, the Beal College Librarian, and today I was going to just do a little short video for you to sort of share some information about how to find journal articles for your research papers. You may also be allowed to use books and book chapters as well, but for this video, for the purposes of what we're going to talk about today, is I'm just going to go right to the finding magazine and journal articles using the digital main library databases. So if I click on that link, it takes me to this page and just gives you some general information about what the digital main library provides for every resident. And there's lots of databases, but what I have done here is sort of pulled out just some a very generalized one and then some real subject specific ones for you to take a look at. I'm going to start out and take a look at Academic One File. It's a huge database with lots of general information in it, and I usually recommend for folks to start there, and then you can move on to a database more related to your topic if need be afterwards. So another thing I always do when I'm in here is I click on the advanced search first because it gives you lots of different options to search. And I'm going to use the keyword and I'm going to put in ethics and research. And you'll see on the drop-down menu it asks me, maybe these are other topics that I might want to look at instead. But I think I'm just going to stick with this one right here. If I click out of there and then click on search, it brings up 17,229 academic journals. It also has some magazine articles, some books, and those are often book reviews, not ebooks, news, and videos. So for some of your classes, you'll be required to use peer-reviewed only material, and even though it says it's an academic journal, the article may not be peer-reviewed. So the way we sort of get around that or narrow it down to that is if you see over here on the right, there's a few places to put in check marks, and the full text documents is by default already checked, and that means you can print the whole article out or email it to yourself or save it to a drive. But for the purposes of this research, I'm going to click on peer-reviewed journals, and when I do that, you'll see the difference. I went from 17,000 to 14,000. So now you can be assured that the keywords we're searching are ethics and research. They're all full text and they're peer-reviewed. This is sort of a nice little feature too. You can sort by relevance, or we could do the newest to the oldest. So I always select the newest, and you'll see that it just changed up a little bit. So if I come down, I'm just sort of looking through the articles here, and I'm going to see if I can find something that catches my eye. So how about physical activity across the cancer journey, If I decide that this is something that I want to take a look at, you'll see right down here, a lot of them have a little background. It gives you just a brief synopsis of what the article is about. But if I really want to take a look at a lot more information, I just click on the title right here, and it takes me to the next page where you can see this is the whole article. If I arrow down, you can see that it's the exact same article that's in the journal publication. It looks a little different because, of course, it's been converted from a paper copy into electronic. So what it does right here is it gives me the authors and the publication date. This was published in March 2020, so we know that it's very current information. Here is the journal title and the volume and issue, and this is all information you're going to need to know for your bibliography and your in-text citations. But I'm also going to show you some really helpful features. So they're up here on the right-hand side, and one of them, you can download this article to your computer if you'd like. You can send, if you click on send to, you can email it to yourself. So those are a couple of ways that you can get the information from this format into something that you can download onto your computer, and sometimes it's easier to read in that format. But the other thing I wanted to share with you, which is really helpful, is if you click on these two quotation marks, it says Cite. When I click on that, you'll see that it gives you 3 different options. So if you're doing a class that requires MLA citation, here's your MLA citation right here. It's all formatted, and all you have to do is cut and paste it into a Word document. If your classroom requires you to use APA, we just click on APA, and there's the article right there, the citation for that particular article. So make sure you cut and paste the whole thing and put it in your bibliography. What I do is I like to save these up as I go through my research and put them in a Word document, so I make sure that I have them and I'm able to relate them back to the material I use in my paper. So that's just a great way to help you with your citations and the ability to get these documents onto your computer. So that's all for today. I hope this really helps you out, and if you have any questions, you can email me at dbancroft, DBANCROFT, @bealcollege.edu. Thank you.